Good evening, everybody. I'm so excited. Okay, so first we start with Auld Lang Syne, and we're going to do the pony drop because that was a lot of fun last year. It's not exactly a big surprise this year what's coming, but the pony drop. Um, and then at the very end, we're going to do some names being drawn from a hat. Also, tonight, I have two sculptures that are ending, so I kind of wanted to show some 360 views of them and talk a little bit about their ideas. But first, here at the end of the ball drop, I just kind of wanted to show this sculpture that has been in my head for years. So I'm pretty excited about him. You've actually seen him earlier this year in one of my live streams, and I'll talk about that. And but oh my goodness, I talking a little bit in the background, going, "Is this ever gonna end? When?"
Oh my god, I should have done. I thought this guy was done. Woo!
And we're starting to catch a glimpse, and this is very exciting. We're almost at 2022, and what's that in the background? What is happening, everybody? Ta-da! Okay, so here you have it. There's that BOSCO, drinking BOSCO. And I don't know if everybody remembers from my live stream before how easy it seemed to just snap apart this poor resin. And poor Stephanie. That's Stephanie Blaylock there. She came over and she helped rip heads off of things, and I showed her how to do it. This actually took a lot of planning. This wasn't so casual. I scored everything, I had everything set up, and it actually was all to try and create this design vision that I've had for years to do this with the BOSCO. So, well, there you have it. He will hopefully look just like this when I finish sculpting him. Right now he is completely mocked up, so I decided to really make it fun and just show you my vision as almost completed. There's going to be a lot of physical changes to him, and he will come on glass, which has been the challenging part. But drinking BOSCO, 2022, hopefully this will be my new sculpture this year. So that BOSCO wasn't the only resin we ripped. This Wicked Wind, I also wanted to use to make a re-release sculpture. Wicked Wind was released in May, and but I had started Wicked Wind back in October before I even had the horse Fury. That's Fury, you see the white horse there. I didn't even have him when I started the Wicked Wind sculpture. I was using photography by my friends like Heather Morton, this gorgeous horse here. She went at the Arabian Nationals. Horses owned by like my friend Summer Popor here, and a great number of beautiful photos by Maria of Dune Creative Photography. But I actually hadn't purchased an Arabian until November. This is when I was looking at him in November. And then I got my Wicked Wind sculpture out and kind of laughed and said, oh my goodness, he looks quite a bit like him. But as you see, there's definitely differences. So when I got this horse Fury home, I said, boy, I really want to create another Arabian already. So I was very excited to create another Arabian, but I didn't really know which way to go with it. And then I finally came up with an idea. This was a very planned head ripping, because one day I saw Fury scratching his chest, and I said, this is what we need to have. This is my vision. So that's how that worked out. The real horse Fury I bought in Kentucky. I sent him to a friend in Tennessee to train him over the winter, since she's an excellent archery trainer and competitor around the world. And she did wonderful with him, and I went out and tried him out in February of last year and decided I would take him home and give him a whirl. Even though I'm not sure I'm physically fit enough to ride Arabians anymore, I really enjoyed him. This is me riding him in a competition in February, And shortly after this, I shipped him back home. Uh,
Yeah!
this is Elizabeth. She is the trainer who trained him. And at the point that I had started the sculpture, I wasn't entirely sure I was going to keep him or if she was going to buy him instead. So that is one of the reasons he stayed out there. But he's such a lovable guy. He's hardly furious. He's extremely sweet. So if you want to call him wicked itchy, I have zero problems with that because honestly, I haven't seen him be angry about anything except for protecting his food from other horses. So there you have it. We have Wiki Itchy. And I know it's terribly confusing when we had the other wicked horse first. But you have Fury, who looks furious here, doesn't he? Very angry. And he is the release that is ending tonight. He ends at midnight, December 31st, New Year's Eve. And I decided to do that as well as I have another edition that I have MIDI Max ending tonight too, so that the two of them could be purchased together. And I just wanted to show some close-ups here real quick of this because I'm really enjoying the graphite finish instead of using white resin or primered resin. So there you have it. I really love my head tucks. And as you can see, this is a sculpture from quite some time ago. This is Mashish de Barrios, and this is the curio size version of him. We have had a micro. Okay, so quickly, I say curio, but I actually should say vente as well. I think that's what, 120 scale? I don't have it in front of me. But so he's a pony sized horse. If you look at the South American Criollo horses, they are around 14.2. The one that I saw at a local parade here that inspired me to do this sculpture back in 2011 is when I started it. I don't know when I finished it. Anyhow, but he was in a parade in 2011, and I couldn't get over how this little teeny pint-sized horse was so powerful and just haughty looking. Anyhow, so well, there you have it. He comes on a detachable, magnetically detachable base. I absolutely just love that. And out with the old and in with the new. We have Wicked Furious, who is traditional scale, ending tonight, and we have MIDI Maxi ending tonight also, both at midnight. You pay a deposit, and you have 4 different options and ways to pay up to a year from now. So that would be December 31st, 2022. You'll have to pay up to. So I just wanted to start with that and share out with the old, in with the new potential sculpture. And now let's move on to the drawing.